Hi, I'm Katie Moonstone. Welcome back. This is your weekly energy reading update for June 28th through July 5th. This week brings in collaborations, focuses in on teamwork and stepping out of your comfort zone. It also brings in abundance this week. Abundance may come in many forms, so pay attention to how it shows up for you so that you can be open to receive it. And it might come in patterns. Don't let your anxious thoughts get carried away this week. Focus on solutions instead of drama or a desire or need to control the situation. Use this energy to get some rest and to do some inner healing work. Remember, Spirit is always working in the background for you. There are going to be some big cosmic movements this week as Mercury's going retrograde, Jupiter leaves Cancer and enters Leo for the first time since 2014. One planet asks you to slow down and look backwards for a minute, and the other is asking you to step up into the spotlight, all at the exact same time. So some of you might feel that anxious energy. And some of you that do feel the anxious energy, it might not actually be your energy. It could be somebody that you're tied to, because if they're thinking about you and how maybe things might fall apart or whatever the case may be, you could be picking up on that energy. So whatever was quiet in you is about to start getting loud. Also this week, a prayer that you made in 2020 at your lowest point is going to be answered this week. It was an honest, heartfelt prayer. The life you stopped believing in is the one that you're actually going to walk into. Yes, it took a long time, 6 years. So just know that when the answer arrives, it's going to arrive correctly. This week, expect sudden shifts, unexpected doors to open, unexpected moments of abundance that feels like a miracle just showed up without warning. This is actually Mars in Taurus bringing in determination to turn possibility into something that is physical. Also has a lot to do with Jupiter leaving Cancer and going into Leo. What are you willing to receive at this time? It's time to stop negotiating with life that's trying to actually stop negotiating with life, because the life that is actually trying to reach you is the one that you're supposed to fulfill. Sorry, I cannot speak. Retrograde is getting me. Rebuke and cancel. Stop negotiating with life, because that's the life that's trying to reach you is the life that's trying to reach you is having you step into the version of yourself that is finally ready and able to receive it. But you have to be open to receive it. Starting June 29th, there will be a full moon in Capricorn. And this moon is going to expose everything that is no longer working. So expect to feel emotionally exhausted, drained, disappointed, ready to quit, frustrated with slow progresses, and grieving the life that you thought you were going to have by now. This isn't a failure, this is just a reality check. The karma that we will see this week will happen in real time, and don't rejoice it. This is going out to the ones who broke your heart to heal their pride. The ones who left you wounded and hurt while they celebrated a false sense of freedom. The universe is turning the mirror directly toward them right now as we speak, as of June 27th. So for every lie, betrayal, cold shoulder, it's actually going to show up right at their doorstep. And it's time to collect. Karma doesn't use weapons. It hands them a mirror. What you put out comes back, and sometimes it comes back with interest. So things that you need to remember. Ego versus soul. What's the difference? Well, your ego serves itself. You seek outward for validations, you seek outward for other things. When you're in your ego, you seek competition, you feel the lack, you're drawn to lust, you enjoy the prize, the praise. Ego causes pain, it seeks to be filled, and the ego is me. Like when you say, basically it's all about you, right? So it's the me energy, selfish. We're going to see a lot of that. Versus soul. Soul seeks to serve others, seeks inner authenticity, sees life as a gift, looks inward, feels abundant. When you're living with your soul, you feel drawn to love, enjoys the journey, you cause healing, and you seek eternal wholeness. The soul is we energy, one, togetherness. Okay? That will be very significant because we are moving into the season of, we already started it, but the season of Cancer. And this whole month is all about emotions. See, the moon, Cancer and the moon go hand in hand. It's its ruling planet. So all things that are hidden will be exposed. And then you have a full moon right now in Capricorn. So as some of you will be closing doors on this full moon, remember, the absence of someone, God can fill it. But the absence of God, no one can fill that. Some people will get a reminder that God has always been and is in control. I can't say that, but Deuteronomy 31:8, he that goes before the Father of the Most High, he will be with you. He will not fail you. So go to him with your bills, career, family, your marriage, your pain, worries, and disappointments. Give them to God and he will take care of everything. Proverbs 11:10, when the honest people prosper, the wicked then disappears. The whole city celebrates. Good people bring prosperity to their city, but deceitful liars can destroy a city. City can be a foundation, your community, put it where, it goes. Matthew 6:33, stop stressing about what you need, put me first and I will take care of the rest. God really wants people to sit and talk to him directly. No third party, no middleman, just you and him. Because he is weighing hearts right now, currently, in this season. Just remember, Elijah felt suicidal. Job wished that he had never been born. David struggled with depression. And Moses dealt with anxiety. And Joseph was abandoned. And Paul, he felt all alone. So in the storm, look beyond the darkness and fix your eyes and heart. For the same God who brought you this far is making a way. And he is showing. And then Isaiah 10:1-3, woe to those who make unjust laws, to those who issue oppressive decrees, to deprive the poor of their rights and the justice from the oppressed of my people. Making widows their prey, robbing the fatherless. What will you do on the day of reckoning? To whom will you run for help? Where will you leave all of your riches? Remember, the same people who hurt you, they are going to come back because we are in retrograde and they're going to ask you for help. I've already been receiving this probably a couple weeks ago, my bad. So many of you might start seeing that. And on Judgment Day, you leave with nothing. Nothing on this planet is yours to take with you. We are on borrowed time. So, remember, our hearts are being weighed. This means for both the good and the wicked. The only thing we can take with us is other souls. So keep those hearts open, especially during this retrograde. And during the changes that are upon us, as we speak. Also, a major download that I received, many of you are going to be awakening to a spiritual wisdom. So you're going to be getting messages basically straight from your higher self. And as I was getting them, it was literally myself telling me, I need you to do this. You need to do this. A yellow snake might be significant to people. It is also a warning that maybe a snake is upon you. But a yellow snake is a warning that be careful of people or situations, because they may come in to try to drain your energy. This whole month is Cancer season. So many of us are going to be awakening to a profound inner truth, or many inner truths. It's basically balancing. We're basically going from Gemini to Cancer. We're balancing mind and emotions. What's hidden will be exposed. You're going to get an increase of intuition. And people, a lot of Cancers do this. I'm a cusper baby, so I get lucky on both ends. A lot of Cancers that I know, they can read in between the lines. So many people will, maybe if you're not used to this energy, but you will be reading in between the lines. Energy doesn't lie. If somebody's trying to say something, you're gonna know, because you're gonna read in between the lines. That's all I have for this week. Watch out for people's emotions. A lot of people like to run on emotions, so they don't know how to work or handle it. Not that it's our issue, but be careful of that. All right, we're gonna do this again. Pick 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. When you pick 1, 2, or 3, that is your reading, your own personal reading. So, before we start, let's give an advice card. What do we need to know for the week? What is our advice? What is the collective's advice for this week? Many of you might want to start finishing up projects, because once the retrograde fully goes in full force, and this full moon, you might feel too exhausted to finish those projects, and that's when projects don't get finished. I finally finished my remodeling, and it looks so good. I'm so happy. It was needed bad. So, yay! Little love and care. Some TLC. So one project finished. Now I can start another one. All right. Somebody's not talking to somebody because the cards are not speaking. Maybe many of you might be going more within. This is about expanding. You're being asked to expand. You live in a huge world with endless possibilities. And staying safe in the known is no longer going to work for you. It's time to make your world just a little bit bigger. And it's time to imagine the possibilities and go for them. So this week is going to be focusing in on expanding. All right. Okay, 1, 2, or 3. We're going to start with 1. Victory. V for victory. You might get some kind of victory and some... Ooh. The next card is great personal sorrow. Maybe somebody got a victory. They wanted to win at all costs, but now they didn't know what the price was. Let's get a Messy Truth Tarot card. Great personal sorrow. Somebody is crying, but you wanted that victory, huh? You got that victory. And now, or maybe you got a victory and now someone's crying because they're sad. They didn't want to see you win. Well, whatever it is, you blocked them. You shut them out, and you're giving them the silent treatment. And now that person is sad. You moved on. That's usually what happens. All right. These are my little ghost tarot cards. What else do we need to know to move forward for number 1? Ooh. If you are this Queen of Sticks, I feel like you definitely rejected somebody's offer. Maybe you didn't get an offer, but whatever it is, you're happy and you're moving on. You definitely left someone out in the cold. You are definitely going to get a victory, and whoever you rejected, or maybe you rejected someone's offer, now they're crying over it. I feel like someone might have taken advantage of you, but they didn't see your worth. At the end of the day, you're still happy. Yeah. My Queen of Sticks is the same as a Queen of Wands. So if you're a fire sign or someone who's just young, vibrant, creative, you're sexy as hell, they didn't know your other side. Anyways, karma. Maybe you're the one delivering karma. Also, something might come back around. Maybe it's somebody that you blocked. Whatever it is, you do need to be truthful and honest, or cut the cord. Yeah. I see you riding solo, and you're being divinely guided. The divine's got your back. You're riding solo. You are stepping into more of an abundant energy. You will be stable all by yourself. I think you're working on your stability, but you are being divinely guided. Yeah, the divine says you're actually walking straight into your wish fulfillment. And that you are your own wish fulfillment. And then once you get this reward or blessing, I feel like you might need to let something go in order for this to come in. This is a 2 of Cups energy. It's like a face-to-face talk, but it's you in a divine union. And you're gonna know that it is a divine union. You're being guided right to it. Yeah. Somebody does love you, and they are holding on to you with dear life. Why? Because they see you as the Empress. Also, I'm getting that they didn't offer you something correctly. They didn't want to give you an offer because they were too busy holding on to they didn't want to share their wealth. This is stingy energy. They withheld from you. They held on to their pentacles, holding on to the past. They do have love for you, but they were too busy holding on to the past and their money and being all selfish. They blinked. They were only a king anyways. You're an empress. You're headed straight for your emperor. You can build your own abundance. Meanwhile, that person's going to stay stuck. All right. Oh, well. All right. Well, this will be number 2. That is your reading. 2. Ooh, if you pick 2, some of you might be getting a new home. You have a new attitude. Maybe you're just cleaning up, getting rid of your purging. Maybe somebody might move in. Oh my goodness, sorry. Some of you who picked number 2 might need to get some rest. Bird perched, waiting for news, package, or a letter. Some of you are waiting on some news. You're going to get a package or a letter. Some type of misunderstanding, though. Stepping into the new home, new attitude. You're waiting for some sort of news, package, or letter. You cut somebody off. User not found. Ever since you cut this person off, I bet you've just been getting a ton of blessings coming your way. It does usually happen that way. It's like you get rewarded. A lot of you will be rewarded for cutting off your karmic ties. Yeah, someone was playing games with you. Major betrayal. Someone hit rock bottom. And now they're scared. Anyways, the situation's over, but maybe now they're in regret. They chose wrong. They chose the wrong path and now they're in regret. But that's not your problem. That's theirs. You're stepping into the new. But someone does regret and they're very, very scared because now they're in the unknown. I think they chose wrong. They were supposed to be on the same path as you and they chose wrong. You're getting a new stable, firm foundation, a new stable offer. Ace of Pentacles. Why? Because, yeah, you cleared out your karma. Your name's been cleared. You're going to clearly see that something is hidden and it might happen around the full moon. But somebody was hiding something from you. It don't matter. Whatever's hidden will come to the light. You're getting a brand new emotional new beginning. Why? Because you're the one that put all the work and effort into it. Someone might want to reconcile with you from your past and they feel a lot of guilt, and they might actually put a lot of work and effort into this. They might make it a priority. Their priority is to come in and tell you some sort of truth because they were the ones hiding something from you. At the end of the day, you're still going to get a wish fulfillment, but this brings in balance. Balance and justice will be served. This person is at the 10 of Wands. They are struggling hardcore over this. It's haunting them and keeping them up at night. Moving on to number 3. Ooh, something might just pop out of nowhere. A surprise. Sunrise, a new creative idea, a new venture, and a fresh start. Ooh. That is just going to come out of nowhere. Fear, worries, and tense situations. Because you went through all of this, you are bringing in some sort of opportunity or windfall. So you're going to be rewarded. Bottom of the deck, you're going to have honor and respect is going to come to you because of all the situations you went through. So you're going to just, opportunities are going to start falling. You might get rewards out of this. It's like the universe is saying, listen, you went through a lot of crap. We got to balance this out. Something of yours might have been stolen, is going to be returned. Maybe you felt left out of the cold. Convenience. Someone only used you because they wanted attention, emotional utility, depth. Someone stood you up. It wasn't love, it was control. Someone tried to control you. Maybe you left that situation. And now you're coming into your blessing season. You let go of something that was probably karmic or toxic, yeah. Now that you are going to have this, be careful. You have an opportunity that is coming in. Definitely is coming in. And you don't see it coming. You do not see it coming. Ooh. There is something hidden. Maybe this will come around the full moon, but you definitely might be going on a new adventure. You're walking towards happiness. And also I have the Two of Cups, so a divine union is at the bottom. Maybe during this venture you meet somebody. But you definitely are going to have a new, like, sudden creative idea, because I see you, look, the Three of Sticks. This person is, that ghost is looking at the sunset, looking towards happiness, trying to figure something out. Yeah, Six of Cups, reminiscing with someone playing games with you. It's time to let that go. Maybe you need to find your inner child and start having more fun. Go on an adventure, do something wild, shake it up a bit. What's destined and fated for you? Because you didn't cause any injustices, the bad news is someone wants to come in and have a heartfelt conversation. Why? Because they took advantage of you. They used you only when it was convenient for them. They wanted your attention. They used you as like emotional utility, like they had no depth to them, they were false. Could be a runner chaser kind of aspect. Maybe they played games so that you would chase them. No. Some of us are like, we are way too old to be chasing people. You don't know what you want by now, then go, be gone. Anyways, yeah, you're moving forward. Definitely a brand new, creative, new beginning, but you're also going to be working with God. That was a big thing this week. He wanted me to make sure I told people he literally does want people to sit with him. And maybe if you're one of the group 3, sit with him. Because he's got you. Maybe he's got something he wants you to do for him. Whatever it is, your soul will be able to rest. He is asking you guys to rest. Don't fight. Give it to him. But someone does feel left out in the cold by you. Mainly your stable Queen of Cups, or maybe you were a Queen of Cups, loving and kind. Now you're more of a Queen of Pentacles, just focusing on yourself and business and stability. Well, you are going to be in your feelings because you got a fire sign. It doesn't have to be. You got a narcissist coming back around, maybe. This narcissist is struggling, but it's the final goodbye. It's the final countdown. He is walking away from you. It's the goodbye. Cleansing out a karmic contract. You already knew. You already tried working together with them, but don't. Let this person walk away. It was all part of the contract. Don't fight it, okay? Bottom of the deck. This person is literally in the 8 of Swords. Maybe he tried to keep you trapped. Maybe he's on his way to jail. Who knows? Spiritual jail. You never know. Maybe he kept you in a mental prison. But now this person is in a mental prison. So, again, don't be rejoicing in what would Jesus do. That's how you need to look at things. Hearts will be weighed, good and evil. All right, well, let's go to the dice. I got some time to do some dice. What do we need to know? Somebody, definitely, if you're a Pisces, you got wish fulfillment coming in. Also, Pisces people, you might need to heal your heart. A lot of people are going to be doing some healing work. You're not going to be sad about it, though. Someone did not get the prize. Someone fumbled, slipped and fall. Watch out for slipping and falling or maybe accidents. Definitely with cars. This retrograde is hitting automobiles and cars. Someone has definitely freed themselves. The universe has somebody in, like, something about freedom. It's all universally guided. Someone did not want to move, but they're packing their bag. Some of you will not be receiving those phone calls. Don't answer the phone. Someone wants to play a game with you. You know who it is. The number 3 might be significant. Something's coming back around, mainly for you to get a new perspective. Time is up. Someone is coming in just to cause a fight. The number 2 is significant. Change in partnerships. So, yeah, just wants to play a game. Someone doesn't want to see you go. Many of you might need to be more optimistic. There's some greedy. Oh my goodness. There are some greedy and arrogant people that are about to be humbled. Someone's going to lose a house. Or maybe they're moving. Something in the world's going to stop. Might be travels. There might be, if you have travel plans, this would be the perfect time where it would end up getting canceled. So be careful with cancellations of travels or travel plans. And some of you, I know this sounds kind of hypocrite of me, but just because I said that, retrograde is for cars and traveling. So some of you might say no. Like you might get asked to travel. Some of you might say no. And some of you need to do it. Someone is wearing a mask and everybody sees it. This person who was wearing a mask thought they were hiding it. They're not on their path. But someone might be getting investigated and that's why they are wearing a mask. The answer is no. No is going to be a big thing this week. Someone did not nurture or take care of a situation, and now they're pissed. And I think whoever this person is, they're being investigated. They're not going to speak about it, but they're going to be heated. Some of you need to take breaks, like mini breaks. Excuse me. A lot of us think that we're human doings instead of being a human being. It's okay to take breaks. It's okay not to finish something. But there is a difference between laziness and you need to rest for a second. Take a break. Some of you might need to start maybe changing up your routine, work out a little bit more. Definitely travel is at play. Someone is building a wall and saying no. They won't let, and if you're building a wall this week and we're in the month of July, again, if you've got that wall up and you're saying no, you ain't going to receive anything. You're blocking your own blessings. The number 2 could be significant. 2 days, 2 weeks, something in February maybe, 2 o'clock. Time's up for the evil. Some of you might be getting messages from like an angel or an ancestor. Something about you're manifesting it. Someone's trying to manifest an earth angel, but that tower already fell over. Because someone's house is upside down, some of you might have some enemies. If your house is upside down, you got some enemies that are super happy about it. But don't be brokenhearted over it. Because you need to start cutting ties. And once you cut ties, you will be bringing in balance. I see the justice scales here. Balance and justice will be restored. And you're going to be very happy and the opportunities are coming in. Yeah. Whoever's trying to stop you from your blessings, which is really funny, they're not stopping shit. You're still even if this, like, let's say a person thought, oh, you know, I'm their blessing. No. Because, again, God can replace you, but you can't replace God. Okay. Let's end this beautiful reading. This was quite short. You guys all have a wonderful 4th of July. Be safe. Drink plenty of water. Take care of your energy, protect your energy this week. You still got the evil eyes out there. Not so much more, it's more about the envy and jealous is not really that big of a concern this week, but at the same time, a lot of people's emotions might be on high because of the full moon. So usually when full moons arise, you got domestic violence is usually on a rise. So please take care of your energy. Definitely listen to your body. And let's get one last card to end this beautiful reading. Ooh. Many of you are going to be jumping timelines this week. And that might piss some people off. Might make them mad. Because now you're doing better. You're leveling up. People can see that. And when you start leveling it up, it don't always have to be about money. It could be the way that you shine, the way that you carry yourself. When you start leveling up, that's when people start getting regretful. Listen to your intuition this week, that's for sure. And sit with God if you have to. Come on. Some of you might not be talking to very many people. Maybe many of you are just going within, doing the healing work. Good job. I'm sorry, I had to do that. Maybe some of you are being stubborn. What came out is birthright. As seen throughout the scriptures, we all have some sort of divine inheritance, our birthright that was bestowed upon us in ancient times. This inheritance included not only material possessions, but also spiritual promises and responsibilities. Your divine inheritance or birthrights were destined to be yours as long as you did not sell or trade it off. Remember, thieves do not rob empty houses. When you receive the gift of wholeness, you then rediscover your divine birthright. God called on certain ones not because they are better than others, but because they have a greater purpose to fulfill. How we align ourselves with the divine's mission or plan in living differently than others is one of the Creator's way He puts trust in certain souls that are here on earth. Their identity, purpose, and divine trust in them is what makes it relevant for anyone encountering questions about faith, beliefs, or divine demands. As you fulfill your birthright responsibilities, you will never be alone. As your relationship with the divine deepens, you will be safe, protected, and loved. Don't let the world change you when you were born to change the world. Anything that was ever taken or stolen, either time, money, energy, people, blessings, or material possessions, will always be restored, sometimes even greater, especially if it was your divine inheritance or birthright. Told you, you're all getting it back. The Most High. It is written, so it is written. I want to thank everybody out there. Be safe this coming up weekend. Please like, share, and subscribe. And until we meet again, namaste.